Chernobyl Diaries. This is a Jared pick from 2012, ladies and gentlemen. 6 tourists hire an extreme tour guide who takes them to the abandoned city Pripyat, the former home to the workers of the Chernobyl?
Leave a comment if you know how to pronounce that.
Nuclear reactor. During their exploration, they soon discover they are not alone. Written by Oren Peli, who wrote Paranormal Activity. Also written by Carrie Van Dyke and Shane Van Dyke, known for Fast and Furious ripoff Street Racer and other dollar store like movie ripoff thing. Here's a few of their titles: Transmorphers, Fall of Man.
Nice. Go Bots.
Paranormal Entity. So the guy that wrote Paranormal Activity is working with the people that wrote Paranormal Entity. There's got to be a little bit of a... And Titanic 2. Return of Titanic. I don't know how that works.
Is that really a movie?
That's a movie that I had to write them down.
Oh, man. I might have to go check that out.
Yeah. Transmorphers.
What could happen?
Hamlet 2 was good.
Directed by Bradley Parker. I don't have any other information on him. Jason, do you have? What do you got?
Tagline: Experience the Fallout. Distributed by Warner Brothers and Studio Canal. And this Warner Brothers put out the Blu-ray. It is currently $6.42 on Amazon, and I bought it. $6, I'll buy it.
I got a little scared at the beginning because I thought we were going to drift into a found footage movie.
Yeah, that hit me.
But they're just fucking with you.
By the end of the credits, it's
By the
over.
way, don't do that to me, filmmakers. Don't make me think. Don't make me think of going into something like that.
Well, it's their own fault for shaking the damn camera. It's not found footage, but yet they're still shaking the camera in parts. So that's probably where people get confusion.
There's a lot of things I like about this movie. When they're walking through the abandoned buildings and they use that weird, like, muted sound effects and talking, like almost like what they would do if someone had just been right next to a grenade that blew up or whatever. You know, like the music's really weird and the audio's kind of muted. Boy, I'll tell you what, man. Digital Bear.
Was it digital?
Digital Bear. That was such a bad. It looked like it jumped out of fucking. What's that fucking hunting game on Xbox?
Was it bad? I didn't notice it.
Yeah, man, it was so jarring to me. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. I'm gonna put a picture up of it.
I hope I get to go back and look, and it's a real bear. And you're talking about how bad a real
digital
bear
looks. Digital bear.
I didn't notice anything. Maybe
if it is a real bear,
I see it start taking off running down the hallway.
Put it into the.
Maybe I looked away and didn't see.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was
close.
a real bear in the scene.
It was straight out of fucking Cabela's hunting game, whatever the hell it was. Big Game Hunter. Get your rifles ready.
It may be a real bear though,
and it was pointless. It could have been a fucking wild dog. There was wild dogs all over this place.
It was just.
Weird.
I don't remember it being like a CG bear though.
That was jarring, and that kind of set me up on a path where I was waiting on something fucking stupid to happen. Where I was like, "Where's the angel? Where's the big giant angel that's gonna come down?" But yeah, I wrote down here. I have 40 minutes left of this movie, and I feel like they're going to pull a real dark song move on me. The setting is really good. The situation is appropriately bleak. But since I haven't seen anything substantial aside from a digital bear, I'm really worried.
Digital bear.
How the fuck?
Making our new theme song.
Here comes that digital bear.
Digital bear.
The main question I had throughout this whole experience is how did Paul become the leader of this group of people? Because this guy is the dumbest. He does the dumbest shit. The one dude gets attacked by fucking something, and he says he's gonna go find him. So he's going around like Yuri. and then his brother goes missing. Chris.
What, you think you should be quiet?
Yes. There's something trying to kill everybody.
There's a digital bear on the loose. Who's going to go run? Who's going to go screaming when there's a digital bear out there?
But the way he does it is so... I was laughing every time because it's like... It literally is
Are the dogs real?
The dogs are definitely real.
Because now you have these second guesses.
Chris! Hey, Chris. It's just so fucking funny. Through the whole ordeal, no one once mentions that they're thirsty. That's a thing that I just was at the end. I was like, they don't have fresh water there. They've been awake and running from shit for 24 hours. No one's like, oh my God, the radiation. I guess they do melt at the end, right? Like, I guess they just melt. I would be bitching. I would be bitching the whole time. I'd be horrible.
They're getting chased and about to die. And probably thirsty, but wanting to live.
What a horrible situation.
You're looking way too far into this, Frank.
I'm just saying, I'd be dying for a nice...
Sit back, enjoy yourself.
What'd you think about this movie? No one drinks water!
No one said one thing about being thirsty.
Who doesn't want water?
No one went piss or poop.
I'm just saying...
No number ones. No number twos. No one's thirsty.
I was just saying...
Fucking bullshit.
Digital bears.
Then definitely someone would be in the mood for like a nice ice mountain spring water.
Probably in the mood for a lot of shit. Not being stuck in
not
the
being
middle of
microwaved.
Chernobyl.
Yeah.
Radiation sickness and getting hunted by mutants.
Yeah. Oh man. Anyways,
priorities, man.
This is a pretty good movie. I was waiting on them to fuck it up, and they did not fuck it up. Even when they had, I was waiting on it. And then they didn't. I give it a 7 out of 10.
You made a hard right turn. It was bad. It was kind of what I did.
I do. There was a lot of scuttlebutt about this movie because the people were saying it was insensitive to.
Ignore it.
Scuttlebutt. Yeah.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah.
Make sure.
Because they said people they were being insensitive to victims of a horrible tragedy. Because they sort of were.
Yeah, come on.
But I think it's based around lore that's existent in that area. Anyways, if a nuclear meltdown happens, people are going to be like, yeah, there's fucked up. I mean, even around here, there was always the tale of the farm that had the waterhead people on it or whatever.
Was that not real?
Classy, Frank.
It's a PC
I remember that.
show.
I haven't thought about that. Huh?
Waterhead's not an appropriate term, I suppose.
PC show. People used to say there was some waterheads that lived around here.
Listen, if you're a waterhead and you're listening right now, we're sorry.
There's not a chance. There's only like 30 people that watch this.
I think
there's no way one of them.
The term you might be looking for is hydrocephalic, I think.
Well, that sounds uppity, Jared.
Is it bad to say?
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
First of all, is there a sect of waterhead people that are going to be offended by that? We are the waterheads, and we do not like being called waterheads. We prefer hydrocephalic.
You've heard it, right? Though.
I heard it when we were.
I haven't thought about that since I was probably 8 years old.
I'd ride this. I'd just keep rolling on it.
What are you looking up?
Just making sure I
find them.
Pronounced it right. It's hydrocephalic.
Waterhead.
He's got his GPS out.
But yes, I do remember. I remember the stories.
Every area has that, so you got to assume that if there's a nuclear meltdown that happens, and the thing that's amazing is they really made this look like Chernobyl.
Yeah,
I mean, I've only seen like the drone footage that they posted a few years ago, but it really they shot it in Somalia and Hungary. So, I mean, amazing, great job.
Yeah, great job picking locations, and I've watched a couple documentaries on Chernobyl because it's interesting, but they did a good job of making it look like the stuff I've seen. I've never been there though.
Yeah. So
confessional.
Secret time.
I'm not an expert.
What?
Have you guys seen that comedian?
I don't think
his
so.
special is called Secret Time. It's on Netflix.
Well, now I have to
look
it up.
Josh told me to watch it, and I watched it. We're getting off track here, but really? Ann had went to bed, and she left the bedroom door open. I had to go shut it because I was like screaming. I was scream laughing. Like I couldn't hold it. Anyway, so we have these radioactive freaks running
Oh man, isn't that a movie
Radioactive Freaks
Probably.
running around
from the 80s?
I don't know.
Am I thinking blood sucking freaks? Sorry,
Blood-sucking
go ahead.
freaks, bro.
Everything in this movie's predictable. There's nothing really original about it. It kind of feels like you've seen it 100 times, just in a different location.
Felt like a little like generic Hills Have Eyes and Chernobyl.
Yeah. Cool setting, though. Creates a sense of dread, them being out there. No water.
No, thirsty.
Radioactive, you know what I mean?
Pining for a
What
fucking
he
ice
said,
mountain.
they're asking him,
Not a sponsor. Could be a sponsor, though.
are we safe to walk around out here? Yeah, we only be out here a couple hours. But now you realize you have to be stuck out here all night. So it does create that sense of dread. The acting's okay. They're just in this movie to die.
Yeah.
You could probably replace them with just about anyone. The story is... It's okay. It's really just cool because of the location. The ending doesn't really pay off for me. It's full of tropes, cliches. This isn't a found footage movie, but there's a lot of times where the camera is just shaky, and I don't understand that. Like,
Just trying to add to
what
that.
do you? Yeah. So I gave this movie a 5. Like I said, it's $6. I bought it. I think it's worth $6. I buy 5s.
I buy 5s. Yeah, I gave it a 6. I think the two biggest things I had against the movie, it's a little character centric for not having characters to drive it. Like you said, everybody's in here's to die. I'd expect more monsters or of the mutants.
Especially the other couple that just happens to join the tour. Like,
when they get
what are you here for?
when they get to the end and you start seeing them, but they kind of wait a little long. That's
a problem I have with it is you don't see nothing. It could have been anything out there.
They made it to where it's a little more character driven, but without any actual characters to drive it. Like it's concentrated on the group. The story of the group is what it's telling, but no one cares about the group. The ending, I don't mind the ending. The ending, the last two survivors finally get away from the mutants. They run through a lot of radiation and go blind and
Burning,
terrible things.
yeah.
And then soldiers come up. They kill one. The other lady passes out on top, and she wakes up in a hospital. And they kind of reveal that there are people that were severely radiated and kind of have been in this hospital, and they were escapees, and that's kind of where they come from. I don't mind the end as much, other than that aspect of it is way more interesting to me than the first half hour, 45 minutes of the characters without any kind of characters.
Chris!
Yeah. I mean, it has its faults. It waits to the end to kind of set up any cool stuff and then doesn't do anything with it. It's a little slow in the beginning. But I gave it a 6. I mean, it's... So, as somebody, Matt, had said that he hadn't watched it yet because he doesn't want it to suck. And I went in thinking this was either going to be a really cool movie or a really terrible movie, and was really surprised to find out it wasn't either.
It doesn't suck.
It doesn't suck. I wouldn't say you wasted time to watch it, but you're not going to walk away being like, I'm going to tell somebody about this movie. It's just, it is what it is. There's some cool stuff in it. They do a good job of making it look like Chernobyl. Some of the cooler ideas that you could run with, they just kind of toss in right at the end. So could have been a lot more than what it is, but definitely could have been way worse than what
What'd you give it, Frank?
Oh, I can't remember, man. I'm on the next thing. I don't want to go back.
I have to watch the video.
I'll get it.
I think Frank gave it a 7. You gave it a 5. I gave it a 6.
I gave it a 7, definitely.
Definitely.
Like I said, it wasn't very long, did it?
Because of the digital bear! Digital bear!
Digital bear. Right over there, a digital bear.
Sitting in my chair.